Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from Interest.co.nz and welcome to 90 at 9. This is your morning briefing where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, starting now with news that markets are steadier overnight. People are hoping for intervention from the central banks to calm things down in Europe. We have the European Central Bank meeting tonight, the Bank of England on Thursday, and the US Federal Reserve is due to speak to Congress later on Thursday. Will we get a third round of quantitative easing from the US Federal Reserve or a new long-term refinancing operation from the European Central Bank? We'll find out. Meanwhile, the G7 leaders held an emergency conference call overnight to discuss the Eurozone crisis and the European response, or lack of it. Also, Spain called for a bailout of its banks by the European Union. It basically can't afford it itself. And the Spanish finance minister commented that the markets were now closed for the Spanish government's debt borrowing program. Across the Tasman, the Reserve Bank of Australia cut its official cash rate by 25 basis points to 3.5%. We're expecting a decision from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand next Thursday. Markets are pricing in a 30% chance of a cut, and they see 40 basis points of cuts over the next year. However, the economists have a different view. They say the next move is likely to be a hike, possibly in March. Now, if you're seeing rates rising, then fixing makes sense if you've got a mortgage. If you see rates falling, then floating makes sense. Some good news in the Fonterra auction of milk powder prices overnight. Prices rose 13.5% from a fortnight ago. However, they're still just back to the level they were at in early April, and prices remain down 33% from 2011. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9 from Interest.co.nz.